Have you ever wondered where the good spots in Toowoomba are to take photos for wildlife? Well, I'm here at Cooby Dam, but we're going to go through some different locations and some different photos that you'll get there. So it doesn't matter where you go, you can get good photos, but if you're after specific images, some of these spots will be better than others. We'll jump into the computer and we'll go through some images and show you which areas work best for which type of photos. Before we jump into the photos, I do want to mention that I am going to be trying to record and release a video every day for the next week. This is just in preparation to increase my skills as talking to camera. It's not something that I personally enjoy doing just yet, but I really want to get better. So if you bear with me, I'd love to hear feedback on how my videos go and how useful they are. Cheers.
We're just going to jump through some images of different parks that are around Toowoomba. Each of these have specific wildlife that visit them. It's to build an idea around what photos you can take at different locations. So first up we have Peacehaven. Peacehaven is a relatively manicured park. It has a water area, which is a great spot to find Australasian grebes. There is a whole lot of lorikeets and parrots that feed along the grasses. Peacehaven is one of my favourite parks to visit just because of the amount of variety of shots I can achieve here. Here we have a family of Australasian grebes. On the water they often breed. If you go regularly enough, sometimes they start to invite you into their family, which allows you to get some close shots. We also have interaction shots, and knowing where to sit is really important, but we can go over that a bit later. I find that silhouettes have really come off at Peacehaven. Really interesting trees that give a lot of separation between the branches and the background, and it's been fantastic for that. It's not just birds, but also amphibians. There are these little frogs around the water, really fun to take photos of. Usually they don't mind if you get close to them, but occasionally they just don't want a bar of it. In November we have beetles emerging from the grass, which is a great food source for kestrels, kookaburras and dollar birds. It really allows you to get some action shots because you know that they're going to be flying down to pick up the beetles and return them to nests for their fledgling chicks. Really good opportunity, but only happens once a year. Here's an image from Redwood. Redwood has a lot of sclerophyll rainforest, which sometimes becomes very difficult to shoot in, but you'll often find yellow robins and Lewin's honeyeaters. There's a really good spot just at the start of the walking track, which there's a bowl of water which is filled up regularly. It's a great spot to sit and wait for birds if that's something you enjoy. This image was taken at the Waterbird habitat. The Waterbird habitat often lends itself to quite contrasty environments because of where the sun sets and the shade the trees throw onto the far bank. We can find birds flying into those patches of light, which then can create some really interesting photos. So one thing that we can also achieve at the waterbird habitat is getting some action shots. It's not just waterfowl that we have available to us at the waterbird habitat. There is also a healthy colony of welcome swallows, and due to the numbers and how often they fly, it allows you to really test your skills with fast flying subjects. Highfields Falls has quite a large variety of birds which migrate through at different times of the year. Specifically this year we had the Regent Honeyeater, and that caused quite a commotion amongst the birders, so we had people from Brisbane coming down to see it. We also have more common species like the white-browed scrub wren, and you can pick them up through the entire area. This one in particular was on the waterfall itself, amongst those really dark rocks that were wet from recent rain. We also have eastern whipbirds. Notoriously, they are hard birds to take photos of. Crow's nest is really good for your larger mammals, so koalas, greater gliders and brush-tailed rock wallabies. For birds, it can be a really interesting opportunity to take photos of birds that are typically high in the canopy along the walking tracks, as there's a fall off down to the creek. So you become eye level with birds that you typically wouldn't. Cooby Dam is probably one of the best spots to take sunset photos. The horizon is relatively low, which allows for greater colour to come through your photos. So silhouettes can be a great opportunity, and using that backlight against some of those darker hills. We can also get a whole lot of pink in the sky and create some really lovely portraits, really interesting insect behaviours, and also it's small birds galore. You never go to Cooby and not see a small bird. But right now my camera is flashing and telling me that it is low on battery, so I'll probably end the video there. Really look forward to hearing your thoughts on the video, and yeah, look forward to the next 6 days. All right.